See, the mic, when I'm sitting upright, the mic is not where it needs to be.
No.
But
no,
when
I
I'm
get
in
it.
this position right here, the fucking money position.
All right. I'm going to see if I can join you here. Hang on a second.
Get that. Push that button. You just
Let's
taught
see
me
here.
about the buttons, too, so you better not fuck that up. I'll call you out.
All right. Let's see.
See, look.
All right. That's a little easier to say. All right. I've been sitting up this whole time because I got to get up every so often and go like hit the stop button or the start button or whatever it is on the computer all the way over there. I mean, that is so far away, man. If I had the Force, I would use the Force.
I know. We got to figure out. I don't know.
Nah, screw it. Until we're like official and like we've got like a recording studio and we're videoing it and everything else.
Well, by then we're gonna have people doing this shit. We
Right,
just give them a
that's-
fucking
that's
tip
what
of
I'm
the
saying.
hat bill or a little fucking sign, right?
Yeah.
And
And we'll be like, we'll just be like, need another drink.
Oh yeah, we need a drink person.
Yeah. So we need a social media manager. We need somebody running the board. We need a drink somebody. I mean, we're gonna need to have a crew here.
We're gonna need a crew.
Yeah.
Maybe we. How do we get can we get interns in the beginning? We'll team up with like Portland State, my alma mater. Go Vikings. I'll contact their business program.
Interns on a Sunday at a random residence. They're gonna pull up and be like, "I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be killed today."
Wait, hold on. Do these two fat guys have candy? Yes, we do.
And a puppy.
That's right. Oh god, we're gonna catch a charge.
Welcome everybody to the Whiskey and Wine Podcast. I'm Alex.
I'm Big Mike.
Oh, goddamn.
We're getting off to a great start on episode 11. Look at us.
Oh, my God.
Catching charges.
Getting interns from Portland State to hand us candy and booze. I mean, what the hell else are we going to do with a Sunday?
Oh, man. Big dreams over here.
At the very least, what we have gained out of a Sunday is watching football and wasting several hours without responsibility.
Yep.
And we've learned that you and I both have an iron bladder.
Oh, buddy, I know. I'm scared. I haven't broke the seal yet today. Hanging out here.
Yeah.
Drinking.
Yep.
Responsible. Even got some water, right?
You've even got some water there. Yep. I got my water over here. Yep, so, yeah. So, welcome to episode 11 of the Whiskey and Wine Podcast. This is Iron Bladder.
Iron Bladder, see? Tying it in already.
Look at that. We're fucking pros.
Right off the bat.
God damn, we're good at this.
You watch, I probably jinxed it. I'm going to have to fucking motion to you soon.
You're going to be like,
I got a pee-pee.
That's why I got the leather chairs, Mike. Don't worry about it.
Oh, man.
We'll clean it up after the podcast.
No, I don't want, dude, you got a new rug in here, man. I don't want any of my piss hitting that Commander's rug over there. First thing I noticed today, man. You making this place real nice.
Well, except that it's a Commander's rug, and so for most of the world, it's like that just looks like piss.
Hey, you know what? Fuck them. I'm gonna bring a brown stand in. I think.
Yeah. Bring your stuff in
so
here.
So that way, when people walk in, they'll see Commanders on the floor, and a brown stand on the wall, and they're like, you know what? We don't even want to go in.
This just seems defeatist.
These guys must drink a lot.
Like, oh, look at these optimists.
Oh, fuck them.
Yeah.
The one thing no one can... We're not bandwagon fans, buddy.
Goddamn straight, because I would have jumped off of this motherfucking bandwagon about 2 decades ago. We watched the 30-on-30 thing on the Bills on their 4 in a row Super Bowl trips.
Oh yeah.
And one of those wins, or one of the losses for the Bills and wins for me, was my Redskins at the time, and I was like, Yep. No, we're part of building that legacy of the Bills losing 4 Super Bowls in a row. You're welcome.
You're welcome, everyone.
So iron bladder comes from the fact that that's how we refer to our daughter, is having an iron bladder, because when we started doing drives and we go on vacation or whatever it was she could hold it for a while. Oh, hang on a second. I'm fucking skipping over shit.
Shit, you had me hook, line, and sinker. I was tell me more.
I'm skipping over it. We're drinking.
I mean, we're always drinking, but yes, we are actually, and we're drinking something very special. I bet you.
Yep.
Not
a lot of people have seen this.
I was going to say, I would almost go out on a limb that less than 5 of our listeners have even had this.
Yeah.
This is not.
No. So
this is not something you're just going to.
And this, we're not talking, I didn't get my hands on Pappy Van Winkle or some shit like that. No. This is from our holiday trip. We were on Maui. And I picked up, because I'm just a full-on slut for Maui brewing. like they, since we first started going to Hawaii, and they were making Bikini Blonde and like one other beer, and they were just out of some shitty little warehouse on the edge of the airport. We have been drinking Maui brewing every time we go to Maui. And now they've got a really nice facility up on the side of Kihei, and we went up there for lunch, and they had this Kupu Spirits, Kupu. It's a whiskey. On the very top of it, it's island crafted, aged on the slopes of Haleakala. It's an 88 proof whiskey. It's small batch. Standard corn, rye, and barley, and then new American oak, and so it was not expensive. So this is a good deal, and I had, well, as you can see from the bottle, Derek and I had a bit of this on New Year or somewhere right after we got back. He and I had a significant portion.
Yeah, I was going to say that. I know you and I did not do that.
No, we didn't.
Because I am responsible. I still have to drive home.
Right. So that's what we're drinking today is Kupu whiskey.
I like it. So this is my first time. So see, this is,
cheers.
You're popping my
your Kupu cherry.
Yeah, my Kupu cherry has been popped today. So thank you. I like it. Very smooth. I normally drink with the rock, right?
Yep.
This one's low octane, but has flavor.
Yep.
I still get all the vanillas and the caramels on it, but it's not a hot drinker. So it's nice for a Sunday afternoon watching the Seahawks squeak out that victory by 1 point.
Yep.
But no, I like it. I'm gonna have to keep trying it throughout to get to our new grading scale. Hopefully, everyone listened to
episode 10.
Episode 10, our introduction to the world of our new
grading scale.
Grading scale that we stole from the dancing world.
Yeah. So the new rating scale is ruby, gold, high gold, lightning, and lightning platinum.
Yeah. So throughout the episode, we'll keep sipping.
Yep.
And kind of determine where we'd put it on the scale. Kind of like I don't know, what do you like a...
I don't know, where are you going with this?
Well, I'm trying to think like if it was a number, like a 0 through 5 kind of.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
5 being like, oh my God, this is the best.
As you referred to it last time, unicorn urine.
Yeah, right? Like you can't, this is just phenomenal,
Yeah.
right? And we're taking everything into consideration, right? We got
price of the bottle,
the
flavor profile,
of course, the flavor profile, right? Both flavor, gotta have a nice nose on it, right? It's like IPAs and
just straight up fucking drinkability.
Yeah,
because you and I we'll drink really shitty stuff here and there.
God, yeah, man.
But I mean,
I do not discriminate,
right? But not everybody can handle HRD vodka.
Oh, man. That brought me back to my younger days.
Oh man, there's a lot of those plastic handles sitting along the road up to my old house when I was growing up. I'm like, I gotta get rid of this.
Yeah. And they were plastic, right? So
yeah.
they even fell graciously.
Yeah, it's not like I was throwing out glass that was going to hurt somebody or pop a tire. It was just plastic that's going to rot in 10,000 years.
Yeah, 10,000 years. It should be gone.
I think the labels are still on some of them from 1990.
Man, I bet you they are. I bet you they are.
So iron bladder. So we, our daughter, we used to go on these trips over to Central Oregon all the time. And she could hold it from like when we left our house all the way until we got there. No problem. Our son, nah. Every damn rest stop, sometimes a random snow road on the side of the road, whatever it was. He needed like 2-3 stops easy to get it over to Central Oregon. But, McKenna, fucking iron bladder. She can just hold it.
There you go.
And I was the same way. So every time it was, we had to split up cars and take 2 cars for whatever reason, I'm trying to take McKenna with me because I know
you could make it.
We could just make it. We can drive straight through and we'll just get there and we're done and it's fine. As opposed to, yeah, let me see where the next road to turn off is. We'll stop. And, when they're little and you could just kind of like open the car door and hide them a little bit. And every parent driving by is like, yep, been there, bro. Been there. Yep.
Every once in a while, you even get a little honk or a flash. Yeah.
Like,
we know what you're doing.
Oh, your kid's still got a good stream. That's like a 3-year-old or something like that. Like I'm over there trying not to dribble on my shoes.
Yeah. The old highway pest. No, every time we go over to Central Oregon, I do love to see those random cars, right? Because I'm going good. So first thing I got to assess, is it a cop?
Yep.
Nope, not a cop. Then I'm getting closer. Oh, yep. I know what they're doing.
That door is open. The back door's open, and then the front door is open, and you stand in between the two of them.
Dude,
so
it's
you
like
got
a urinal wall, right?
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
the same exact thing as a urinal wall, except for you're just pissing out nature the way that it was intended.
Exactly. I'm adding nutrients to the flora and fauna of the forest.
Dude, to this day, did you ever? My wife would get upset with me because when we were potty training Cooper, I allowed him to piss in the backyard. Certain areas, right? Fence line, right? Like, I don't want you to do it right at the fire pit or our couch. Right. Like, let's be civilized.
On things.
Yeah, let's be civilized. Let's go piss on the fence.
Yeah.
The good neighbor fence. Hey, neighbor, how you doing? I'm peeing. Right?
Yeah.
But, no, Cooper, my wife would just be like, are you serious? I was like, well, I mean, he knows. This is part of potty training. It's like a bathroom. He's not just pissing anywhere. He goes over in the corner. Fence and he pisses right where Daddy and his friends piss.
So when we were looking for property to build a house, I told Joanna I had 2 requirements. One of which was I want to make sure that I can pee off my back deck and my neighbors can't see me peeing off my back deck. So we lived in a fishbowl. There were people right behind us, right next to us on either side. So I couldn't just pee off my back deck and not have the neighbors see. But Joanna, being the loving, supportive wife that she is, said, oh, honey, you could pee off the back deck in our current house and our neighbors couldn't see that thing.
Fuck.
Ow. So every chance I get in the summer, like I wake up in the morning, like winter it doesn't work as well because it's raining outside and everything else, but in the summer I wake up and I open the slider into our bedroom and I walk out on that back deck 45 feet off the ground and I just aim for whatever I could find out there because that's the manliest thing that I can think of doing.
Dude, that is phenomenal. See? It's something. It's just liberating, right?
Yeah.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
It's fantastic. You find a great place to go pee. Life is great. Life is absolutely great. Like, Jackson was 3 or 4. I think he was 4 or something like that. And we were at a birthday party at Cook Park there in Tigard.
Oh, I know that park well.
And we're just in the midst of potty training, and he decides that he needs to go pee, so he just walks over to the nearest tree and start just like pants down around his ankles, peeing, butt hanging out to the whole world. And I look over and I'm like, oh my God. And like, what are you doing? I had to go pee. Like, there's a bathroom right there, dude. I know, but you said if there's a tree, pee on the tree. All right, you're not wrong. And they're like, all right, fine. It's a little bit adorable and fine.
I know. I don't know how. I gotta really choose my wording here carefully because I think adorable is the. I still get a chuckle when you're, at a restaurant or somewhere out in the public. And you walk in, father and son, little kids at the urinal, and just pants around the ankle, right?
Yep.
And I'm like, oh, dude, I missed those. Those were hilarious days, right?
Yep.
I'm like, I wonder how the public would take it if they walked in and saw Big Mike standing at a urinal with pants around his ankle, pissing in the urinal, right?
Yeah.
I'm not a savage beast. Of course, I'm in the urinal, but
yeah.
there is just something
pants around your ankles.
There's just something about the little boys learning how to potty train out in public at the urinal with just fucking pants around the ankle.
See, but that's the thing is like, why is that unacceptable? I don't understand.
Oh yeah, come on, people.
Yeah, come on.
I love it. We should go somewhere where they have the what are they called? The bathrooms, the gender, not the gender. There's the
just
free
the group,
for all.
Yeah,
The
free for all.
Yeah, what's
Well, so like there's a bunch of them in New York City where, so we were there for spring break and you go into a nice restaurant and all the sinks and everything are all just one thing and then it's just individual stalls.
Yep.
So you go in and you shut the door behind you and whether you're next to a woman or a man or whatever and it's just everybody's peeing in the same place and like I think that works for the most part unless it's the morning and I gotta get something done. Like some poor 20-something-year-old girl in New York City is gonna hear some noises she's never experienced.
That's gonna take some counseling, years of counseling.
Oh God. Sir, are you okay over there?
I went to my first what do they call them? Gender neutral bathroom? No, is that
gender neutral is just like basically like the family bathroom, I think.
Whatever they call, whatever the word is, because I have noticed more and more. Pelican Brewing has a has a new facility, just south of Lincoln City.
Yeah.
Beautiful brand new brewery that they just built, right? And their bathrooms is just one, right? So you go in, like you said, you take care of business. They have a wall of sinks. They have a wall of stalls, and you take care of your business. That was like my third or fourth intro in it, but the very first one, I was at a fundraiser for a family at Tapforia. Yeah. And I was tuned up pretty well. I was hanging out with a lot of industry people. Big Carl was there. Yeah. And I was, I don't know, lucky enough, if you could call it lucky, but we sat at Big Carl's table, and the amount of IPAs that were consumed at this like 8 or 10 top table was like Betty Ford should have been passing out rehab literature at this table, because it was like, I bet you we had 10 pints of IPA before dinner even hit. And I remember Iron Bladder could only take so much, right? So I finally was like, all right, I have to go.
I'm going to wander this away.
So it was this beautiful industrial warehouse in southeast Portland. I don't remember the name of it, but it was a gorgeous facility. Yeah. And I kind of did the scan, right? You look on the roof and wall line. I found the restroom symbol. So okay. Big Mike staggered over there.
Okay. You're in good shape already.
Yeah. Yeah. The vision's still good. Yeah. Definitely consumed a lot, but I felt like I was good.
You're going in the right direction.
Walked in, saw a female washing her hands, and I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. So I walked out immediately, and I looked up, and I was like, must have went down the wrong hallway. So then I got out, and they're long. It was a long bathroom, right? It was probably 10, 15 yards in length. So I walked down the other hallway on the opposite side, and I walked in, and the same lady's washing her hands. And I'm thinking, what the fuck? Where's the men's restroom? At this point, I'm walking. The IPA needs to exit now, right? Yeah. I was at the table, and I had that that sudden urge. Like, all right, it's time. The iron bladder's full. It's go time. I walk out again thinking, where the hell? It must be on the opposite wall.
Am I this fucking drunk?
So as I'm looking around, I notice a guy walk right past me, and he walked in. So I'm like, well, shit.
I'm following the leader.
Following a leader, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, that was my first intro. They had what looked like was a...
Well, technically your third intro, because that was the third time you went into the place.
At this rate, I own real estate here. I live here. I can use this address as a mailing address. I've been here that long. Dude, it was the nicest bathroom I've ever seen, man. You walked in, there was a door. It looked just like a stall door, but once you walked in, it was a room of urinals. There was like 10, 12 urinals in there.
Yeah.
And then it hit me. I was like, I know what this is.
Yeah.
Southeast Portland. It's just there. You just go. So it was kind of eye-opening.
That's fantastic, though. I mean, like, I feel like it's a cop-out for places to, like, treat the men's restroom like well, fuck it. They're going to pee on everything. We're not going to give them anything nice. And then you walk into, like, the women's room, to go fix something, and you're like, wait, is that a couch in the corner? The fuck is going on in here?
Yeah, they have some features, don't they?
Yeah, like, is that a chocolate fountain on the sinks? Like, what the hell? This is total bullshit. Like, we're lucky to have paper towels and or toilet paper.
Oh, yeah, one or the other is a
or
good bathroom.
Toilet seat covers. Like, if you're out of toilet paper, that you're just going for the toilet seat cover, and then your next option is to just drag your ass on the floor and wait for the next person to come clean it up. But
no, it's so true. The only time that the men's restroom, I feel like, is a place of
respect
or extra amenities.
Oh yeah,
is
strip club.
Yes. Where they have the attendant. Dude, how awkward was that? Going to the strip club in your younger days, right?
Like, why are you standing in here, dude?
And I'm like, whoa, why is a guy in a fucking suit and a bow tie?
Now, I will
hanging
tell
out
you,
at a sink.
I will tell you, I think it's a remnant from previous, like, old eras gone by. So, I've been to a lot of high-end hotels and restaurants and that kind of stuff. And every so often, they will have an attendant in those bathrooms.
Okay.
And their job is to hand you the linen napkin to dry your hands and ask if there's anything that you need. Do you feel like you need to brush your teeth or you need some floss or something like that? They're there to help, like, genuinely, like, as an attendant of the old world of, bougie rich people
yes.
who are just, like, basically wipe my ass for me. Right? So I think it's a remnant of that, but anybody that walks into a strip club is not going to know what the fuck to do.
No.
So that's just a money grab. It's just somebody's fucking nephew sitting there handing out, like, sticks of gum and
They have
shitty cologne
and all of it shit, because I know, captive audience, I know you got a pocket full of singles and all they want is a slice of the pie.
Yeah, like, I guess I better tip this guy $3. Why in the fuck did I just tip this guy $3 to hand me a paper towel that I could have gotten out of the automatic dispenser on my own?
Oh, see, you knew exactly where I was going.
I knew where you were going on that. Yeah, so, no, like, a nice bathroom is nice, but you and I will pee anywhere that it is necessary.
Anywhere.
Like, you've seen out on that little back patio area that we've got. So back behind that structure, I've got that pipe sticking out of the ground.
Yeah, I learned about that this summer when we were hanging out here.
So it's the poor man's urinal. So I didn't want to pay to install a whole bathroom out there, because then I've got to get frost-free pipes and, get heat out there and all these other things. You know what the cheapest fix for that is out here in the country? I just hooked up a pipe to the gutter system that drains out into the forest, and I put a 45-degree cap on the end of it, and you just walk up to that and right into that little pipe.
It's glorious.
It drains out in with the gutter system out into the forest.
Yeah,
Done.
I used it one night that we were here all of it. I used it 3 or 4 times at one night.
Yeah.
And I was like, why go inside and use the interior bathroom?
Why bother? Like, if it's just like you and I hanging out, you and I will just walk out to the edge of the property line there, and we'll just pee into the forest. But if there's ladies around, that's a nice, like, semi-private area where we
be
just
respectable and go piss in the fucking plastic pipe. All right? PVC is plenty fancy.
I should paint it gold.
Oh, there you go.
Gold urinal.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
Urinal in air quotes.
Dude, we were just at Madison, so a daughter just flew back to Arizona Saturday.
Yeah.
She was gone, sad. So nice having her home for the month, but we took her out. Her birthday's coming up.
Yeah.
She's going to be back there, so we decided to take her out to dinner, right? All of us, 4 of us, go out to a nice dinner, let them pick. I thought it was going to be Benihana's. That's been a family birthday spot for years, so we tell her, you pick. Well, she picked.
Oh, no.
I don't know if I even told you this.
Oh,
so
no,
let me
you
give you some
didn't.
backstory. So our good mutual friends, the Braces, daughter just had a birthday not that long ago.
Yeah.
And she picked El Gaucho.
Oh, yeah.
Because her parents and I have done a few
classy shit.
kind of either multi-birthday dinners there, right, or something. So we've done El Gaucho with the Braces a few times. So they step up and they take their daughter to El Gaucho. Well, my daughter and their daughter are best friends. So stories have been shared.
Oh, fuck.
Yep. So my daughter this year,
you went from like a $300 dinner to she's having a $300 dinner.
Yeah. You called it. It was, I don't even want to say the price.
Oh, fuck.
And I got like $100 free because I apparently had a $75 voucher from my birthday last month that wasn't used. And then we went there a few times last year that I had like another 25 of mystery dollars. I don't know where it came from. So I got $100 off.
And it still fucking hurt.
It was $610.
Oh,
but we're sitting there. And
I love you, sweetie.
Oh my God. I was cursing the Braces name as soon as my daughter said it.
You should just send a Venmo request to Brace and be like, thanks for opening your big fucking mouth.
Dude, we get there. We sit down.
I mean, rhymes with mace.
Yeah, rhymes with mace. We get there. We're having a good time. The kids don't know what to do, right? They have no idea what to order. They don't know. My wife and I we're kind of creatures of habit, right? We enjoy their tableside Caesar salad. It's only her. This has been our place for birthdays and anniversaries.
Yeah.
Right? We usually go a few times a year. It's ridiculously expensive, but we enjoy it because it's a night, right? Like you sit down. If you haven't been, they ask you usually like, do you have anything to do tonight? Are you going to the theater? Are you going to a movie?
Do we need to move our ass, or is this going to be a dinner experience?
Yes. And it is an experience, right? So I got a smoked bourbon to start that was done tableside because I wanted to see how they did it. Next thing we know, my daughter says something about, where are the restrooms? So I tell her, right, you have to kind of exit this facility to go into the Benson's, not lobby, but the side lobby,
but
right?
the where the restrooms are.
So we're having just a conversation at the table. There's only 4 of us. So we're trying to tell her, all right, you just get up, you go. They stuck us in a room that I'd never even been in. No, it's kind of nice. Kate and I have been there multiple times, right? We got put off to a room on the left of the kitchen. Didn't even know this room existed. There was only 3 tables back there and a huge wine wall, which was awesome to check out some of the wine in this room, right?
Yeah.
So somehow our waiter, who was, I believe, doing a tableside Caesar for the table next to us.
Yeah.
So wasn't working with our table on anything, right? But just happened to be, must have been within an earshot of us talking and hearing us, because he knew right off the bat. We told him, have you guys been here before? Yes. My wife and I, This was our spot. Now we're bringing our freaking kids here, and I'm feeling like we're fucking bougie bastards, right?
Right.
I have my 16-year-old son and my 20-year-old daughter, and I'm thinking, fuck, this is going to cost a lot of money. This dude was so professional. Somehow he heard us talking around the restroom, must have made eye contact with someone at the doorway, because another gentleman that we hadn't seen walked up to my daughter and said, would you like me to take you or show you where the restroom is? All of our eyes. I looked at my wife and I was like, no motherfuckers asked me to fucking take me to the restroom here before. Dude, her eyes got so big.
Oh my God.
She didn't know what to do. And I said, he goes, I can show you where it is. So she fucking got up, walked
the fuck?
Dude, it was...
How many times have you and I walked around some random place, essentially crossing our legs like that we have to pee so bad, trying to figure out where the fucking bathroom is, and this motherfucker's like, here, let's go on a walk on the yellow brick road, little bitch.
And that's what it was. And it wasn't a walk
Christ.
around. They let her walk. If you've been to El Gaucho, the back of it is the open kitchen. They walked her down the kitchen line.
Horse shit.
She got to walk because that was the most direct shot. So
fuck.
So fast forward, she comes back and she's like, she was dumbfounded. She goes, how did they know? And I go, honey, I've never seen this before. They've never done this to your mom and I ever, right? So
God damn it.
30 minutes later, right, we get done with our appetizer, the Caesar salad, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I decide I'm 2 whiskeys deep.
Yep.
I feel like before.
Can I go break the seal before the main course comes out?
So my son mentioned something about, I think I have to go to the restroom. So I was like, all right, well, let's go. I'll go with you, right? So we walk, and we get to the door, and they must have knew we were going to the restroom. So one waiter said, come this way. So we ended up going in the open kitchen, and they said, I forgot what they said, something about guest in line or something, because then everyone that was on the kitchen line
stepped back.
It was like parting the Red Sea. And I'm like, holy shit, when you're in this room, you get to see a whole... I mean, fuck, we were walking by, and then I told my son on our way back...
You're like ready to be boarded onto your private plane to like head back real quick.
Dude, it was a nice touch. So shout out to El Gaucho, man. I've been
That's
there multiple times. I never got that close to the kitchen. I tell my son we're both
I'm pretty sure they look at me every time and they're like, oh, this fucktard can walk around. He can pee outside for all we care.
It must have been. I tucked in a golf shirt to jeans. They must have thought I was important.
You look like every like indie startup CEO ever. Polo shirt actually, tucked into jeans.
What? Now that I think about it, Dick, I had some crisp Jordans on too.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. You got the new kicks. You clearly have flown in on your private plane, and you got the private room. So we need to treat you well.
It was fun, man. The kids when we
they were hoping for $1,000 tip. That's what they were hoping for. Well, damn near it.
Yeah. The kids thought it was the shitty part. Now that they got a taste of that restaurant, I said, listen,
don't think this is a regular thing.
We told Cooper, daughter had to wait until she turned 20. You can have this when you're 20. I'm not doing this. Is not a every year birthday trip with I love it. We had a wonderful time. The kids thought, I mean, their eyes when they consumed the Chateaubriand filet, dude, like. If you haven't been, you have to go.
It's
right?
good stuff. They do a really good job.
They do a really, really good job. I've done all the theme stuff, the Mortons and the Ruth Chris, and nothing against them.
I'll never go to Ruth Chris.
Oh no,
no. I'll tell you a story sometime. Like I don't want to badmouth them on air because it's been a decade since I experienced this. But just so you know, back in the day, I used to design and rebuild kitchens.
Okay.
And commercial kitchens for restaurants and that kind of stuff. And so Ruth Chris was one of those that they needed us to come in and demo a bunch of stuff and fix. Nope.
Oh shit.
Nope. Never. Right. And I've demolished Chinese restaurants and a bunch of like fast food places. Ruth Chris was worse than all of them.
And you know what the funniest part is I've been to not our local, not the Portland ones, right?
Yeah, but in other places.
I've been to the more recent. Like, I've done them in Portland back in the day, and both of them, Morton's, right? They're right by Keller there.
Yep.
So it's a perfect play, if you're going out on a date night, even to grab a cocktail or just a little bar food, right? Yep. But it's funny. Everyone has this like, wow, Gaucho's so expensive. Yes, it's definitely expensive, right?
However,
it's literally a few bucks more per entree than the big chain ones. And I feel, at least in always the experience at El Gaucho has been phenomenal. And their whiskey, oh my God, they had Louis the 13th on their
oh my God.
They had it on their everyday menu. It was, I don't want to mess this up, but I want to say it was $2.50 for an ounce.
Wow.
Yeah. And I'm thinking, man, I couldn't imagine being a baller, right? I had some nice cocktails, right? I made them do a tableside smoke, which it was funny. It was literally pre-made by the bartender, and then the waiter came in and smoked it. Whatever. I'm not knocking it, right? I wasn't expecting.
It's a
show,
performance art, yeah.
But I'll tell you, man, for what I spent on like 3 bourbon drinks there, I was like, holy shit, I could have got.
Well, you and I are going to Multnomah Whiskey Library on Wednesday.
We are.
So
check the socials. There's going to be some pictures of us in there.
So I recently went there with a buddy of mine for the first time. So like, I've never been there. I've always wanted to go there, but he got a membership there, and so he took me. And generally, like, the price of food and everything else was really like totally manageable. Mm-hmm. Like, not bad. The price of drinks and everything else. But then you go into the main room where they just have that fucking wall of everything that you could ever think of, and then they hand you this phone book of bourbons and whiskeys and scotches and everything else that you can think of, and they're like, yeah, we'll pour you whatever you want. And you start to look through, and then it's like there's like a 35-year-old scotch or something like that that's $7.50 a 3-ounce pour. Yeah, I'm curious. But until you and I are traveling around the country with an expense account and a private jet and everything else, I'm not that curious.
No, I'm not that curious either, man. It's always something that, like you said, it's just curiosity.
Right.
For those super just ridiculous.
I'll never see it ever again. Like, fuck you and your stupid-ass Arizona trip, but...
Are you still mad about that?
Still mad about that.
Well,
and I'm going to be mad about that for decades.
No, even when I think about what I was drinking Pappy like it was fucking Dickel. Like I had it in my hand, and
I can't believe you didn't put a bottle in your pants. Well, that's what I'm disappointed in.
I was trying to slow play it. This gentleman, first time I met him, I figured I would go to Arizona a few times a year. I'm hoping that I was a gracious enough guest that I can maybe show back up. I'm just slow playing it, right? So if you come,
don't slow play it like a one and done Pappy bottle. Like, even if he's like, oh, he stole from me, I'm never inviting that asshole again. Yeah, fuck it, we got Pappy out of it.
Well, this way, if we go down to an ASU football game, right? We were talking about doing it.
God damn it! Yeah.
So I don't know. I was trying to be, dude. That trip was.
I don't know. Maybe we get cool enough, and he, he's like, hey, you just tell another good story about me, and I'll send you up a bottle. Then life is golden.
All right, life is golden.
Yeah. Then we just take pictures of it, and then I put it in the safe downstairs, and we never talk about it again.
We'll get our hands on one.
All right.
I'm gonna work it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna work it. I saw how many bottles this gentleman has down there.
God.
So I'm gonna do something.
But like, that's the thing is like, I like bourbon, but you and I are nowhere near like connoisseurs or have any real knowledge about the stuff. We've not gone on tours of the distilleries. There's lots of stuff we don't know about this stuff, but I know that certain bottles are probably going to be better than others, and I'm never going to see one of those in person. So, one of our buddies is texting me right now, and he picked up a bottle of McKenna, 10-year-old, in Drain, Oregon.
Those are the spaces to
So
go, man.
They go out on these trips every once in a while, and they go looking for random bottles in random places, and they find them. And I'm like, hell yeah, I would love a bottle of that, because it's, our daughter's name, and it's something else to have on the shelf and everything else. But like, I'm not dedicated enough to drive to Drain, Oregon for a fucking bottle.
No, I know. My buddy has a house in Government Camp. So he became really good friends with the liquor store up there in Government Camp. So he gets a lot of his picks up there because he's frequent enough, right? Kids are on a ski team. He's up there damn near every weekend from January
until March.
Right?
Yeah.
So because I finally asked him, I was like, bro, where are you getting these, right? Because he has... not crazy stuff. I'm not talking Pappies. He just has a plethora of even like Blanton's. He just gave me a bottle for Blanton's for my birthday, right? And he goes, I have 6, and I go, how, right? Blanton's is awesome, right? But it should not be.
It's a great bottle, but it shouldn't
in this
be that
state. You
rare.
can't find it, right?
No,
unless you want us to drop $400 or $500. And I'm sorry,
no,
I'm not spending
$400
or $500 for an $80-$90 bottle of anything, right?
Blanton's should be $60. Period.
And all day, all night, and it should be readily available.
Exactly, right? But because everybody wants some stupid fucking horse, we end up not being able to find the stuff.
But I almost didn't want to take it at first when he brought it for my birthday. He's like, "Here you go, man," and I was like, "Dude, I can't take this, right?" And he goes, "No, I got 6 more at home." I'm like, "Well, fuck it, I'm taking it now."
Yeah.
Now that I know you got 6 more at home,
like I've got the one bottle Blanton's on my wall, and I truly thank my buddy Eric who runs X Golf in Tualatin, Beaverton, Vancouver. If you guys are looking for a good place to play golf in the winter, go to X Golf. Excellent, golf sim, fantastic place, good service, everything else. But he managed to get me a bottle of Blanton's because he needed to get a couple of bottles for himself, and he got me a bottle.
There you go.
And so I am infinitely grateful that like he was able to find a bottle of Blanton's, because I wanted to have a bottle of Blanton's so that it looked right on the wall up there.
Absolutely.
But Jesus, I don't even want to open it because I don't know when the next time I'm going to find the damn thing is.
I haven't opened my new one. I still have a pinch left in my bottle that I have been drinking, right?
Yeah.
And I was saving it because it was that same thing. I opened it. I'm not a bourbon chaser. Like, I will go to Tualatin or Tiger liquor stores.
Well, Mark will text us and be like, "Hey,
we're on a
look,
group chat, right, with some dance dads.
Oh my God, they've got a bunch of Eagle Rare there today." Like, holy shit, yeah, we'll none of us are free soon enough to get down there, and there's a line 50 deep.
Dude, what did they have? 18 case? Is that what I had? And I showed up at 10:30, 30 minutes after they opened. I walked in the door. They made eye contact with me. Asked, "Are you here for the Eagle Rare?" I said yes. They said, "We're all out." 18 cases, and limit 2 per person. Gone. It was gone by 10:30. So
how the hell?
I don't do that. I can't do it. I won't do it. I'm not chasing. I'm not driving. But
and I'm not paying $400 for a bottle that is retail $60. So yeah.
See, your friend's smart. If you go on trips, or my buddy that has a house that's outside of the Portland metro area,
and you find something that's not available anywhere else because nobody in that area, 1, has the funds to purchase it, or 2, gives a fuck that it exists. Yeah, buy the damn thing.
Freaking bourbon. I love it so much. I just don't love it enough.
I don't love it enough to chase it yet.
No, I'm not chasing. I'm too fat to chase.
Like we've got that wine cellar downstairs. It's full of a bunch of stuff that I get off of that last bottle site.
Oh, yeah.
And so you can buy like 1, 3, 6, whatever you want. And, every time one of the Spanish Rioja wines shows up at $12 a bottle or whatever it is, or $8 a bottle, I'm going to buy a case of that because I can just open up bottle after bottle after bottle of that, not feel guilty at all about opening that stuff, and it's really good.
When you find those diamonds in the rough.
When I find a fucking $400 bottle of bourbon, am I going to open that up for just anybody? No, I'm going to question it. Like,
there's a questionnaire you need to fill out.
I like you a lot, Mike, but I'm going to question whether or not we're going to be tasting that Blanton's on an episode.
Hey, I get it. I appreciate it. My in-laws are the same way. They love wine, right? One of their most favorite wines is an old Beaujolais that Costco had, and when they had it, stock up on it, right? $8, $9, $10 a bottle, dude. Solid wine.
Yep.
Full body red.
Yep.
At that price, like you said, open up one, open up two, open up a third. If you don't finish it, no one's losing sleep. Nope. No one really cares. Nope. At that price, it's just consumable, right? You're not worried about any of the. I don't want to bust this open right now.
Like, how much do I like these people? Do I like them this much? No. Well, it's the same reason that fucking lock on that wine cellar changes at 10 p.m.
Yeah, no, that's the most genius thing I've ever heard.
So there's a digital lock on our wine cellar downstairs, and at 10 p.m. the combo to it changes to something that is regularly changed and only I know. So before 10 o'clock, if Joanna and her friends want to go down there and get another couple of bottles, they can go down there and get a couple of bottles. But after 10 p.m., when they couldn't taste the difference between a bottle of wine and a bottle of Boone's Ferry or Boone's Farm Boone's Farm.
Snow Creek Berry.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
When they can't tell a difference between the two, then that combination changes, and we're gonna go ahead and ask Alex to get a next bottle out.
That's freaking genius. I wish I had that on my little dual bar, right? I have, when you walk in, I have two separate bars. Yep. I have my personal stash and a nice folding bar.
Yep.
Open. Not open to all, but it's open, right? But on the right side, where my sink and the ice maker is, no questions asked. Help yourself. Pour what you want. I don't care. Double, triples.
But you open up this little bar thing.
You open up the little bar, and there's.
You better be asking.
There's a questionnaire that's going to follow, right? Let's just cover some bases, because there's some good stuff over there. The other side, dude, have at it. No questions.
Yep.
You watch my house when I'm gone. My neighbors know when they're there to check on things or feed animals or water plants. Yeah. Help yourself. It's where the kegerator is too. Once again, whatever beer's in there, I dare
go for it.
Yeah, no questions. Fill a growler. I don't give a shit. Take some shit home.
Yeah,
just be polite to the left side.
You can rub the right all you want, but don't touch the left.
Don't touch the left, man. Talking about touching, I think it's time. My iron bladder's about full.
Yep. It's break time. This episode of the Whiskey and Wine Podcast is sponsored by Portland Party Bus. Portland's original party bus company, where the ride becomes the party. PDX Party Bus pricing is all-inclusive. This means all the hourly rates include all fees and mileage. No surprise charges at the end of your party. Just professional staff and a party all along the way. Visit them at pdxpartybus.com and plan your next wine tasting, birthday party, or just a great weekend with them. pdxpartybus.com.
Ooh, all right, see you back. Iron bladder, man. It was time to break it, buddy. That was perfect timing. I feel so much better.
I wasn't going to make it much longer. So.
Nope, that was good. So see,
yep.
Take a quick break, come back, take some more sips out of my freshly etched glass.
So it's so pretty.
So pretty, buddy.
It's going to wash off the first time it goes through the dishwasher, but whatever.
Hey.
It was a fun little experiment.
You did good.
Yep.
It's fun to do that shit. Those, the growlers, the pennant lights that we have above the bar at 10 for you. Dude, we did all those by hand.
See? Like
Amazon,
this.
Man.
Yeah.
We bought a fucking cheap glass cutting kit. Practice on a few. It was that 2-part, I forget what step. Was it hot?
Yeah, you heat it up and then you
put it in hot and then we put it in like a
cold
bucket with ice. Dude,
and
it worked pretty. Yeah, dude, it worked freaking good.
Oh my god, that's
people
so
comment
cool.
about them all the time. They're like, "Where did you buy those?" And I said, "Believe it or not,
custom made for Tap for you.
Fuck, only the finest."
Along with your camouflage screws.
The old Tap for you, good buddy.
All right, so iron bladder. So one of the stories that I wanted to tell was Back in the day, we used to do what we called, well, it was Hall and Hooley. So the congresswoman from our local area used to come to the parade every 4th of July in our little hometown. You know, the Malala Buckaroo, it's the big thing to do and everything else. So she'd show up at this thing, and we'd put her in the back of the old farm truck with some straw bales. They'd have a sign. She'd throw some candy, everything else. Like, so it's just like, it's a standard, it's a standard like white trash parade out in the middle of, you know, BFE, Oregon. But it serves its purpose. So we'd haul her around in the back of the truck through this parade. But this parade is like 2.5 hours long. Because you got to line up all these floats and all these groups and the bands and the Boy Scouts and all the other bullshit. and you start going through this thing, and nobody can walk at a consistent pace because inevitably there's some horse that takes a shit or something like that. So this parade is 2.5 hours long. So one of these times we're driving along, and I've got to pee. We're like an hour and a half into it, and I'm like, I got to pee. Like, there's no restrooms available anywhere around here, so I'm looking around, and I'm like, all right, well, fuck it. This is a manual transmission truck. It's in low gear, so you just kind of like let the clutch out, and it just drives itself at 2 miles an hour. So I take this water bottle, and I take the cap off, and I'm like, all right, here we go. I'm going to do this. So in the midst of like hauling a congressperson through a parade in my local hometown, I'm trying to pee into a water bottle from Costco. And you know, those, like, the openings are not super big on those little teeny water bottles.
No.
And so I'm trying to, like, let's not pee on the seat or myself or the floor or whatever it is.
Or anywhere.
Like, or all over my hands, whatever it is. So I'm trying to just pee in the water bottle. And then eventually you're like, oh shit, the water bottle's starting to fill up. I should probably think about like not peeing anymore. So you gotta kind of like cut down the stream and like pinch it off and put the cap on the water bottle and put the water bottle in the cup holder and just hope nobody notices that there's a yellow water bottle sitting in the cup holder.
Yeah. That's not lemonade, folks.
No, it's not lemonade. So the next year we're doing the same thing, and she comes out. And one of her staffers goes, oh, here, we figured you guys would need some, you know, water or something like that, and we can hand it out. And if, you know, anybody needs water, we can hand it out to them or whatever. And they put on the seat in the passenger side a case of wide mouth.
Yes.
Costco water bottles. And I look at it, and the congresswoman just looks at me and gives me a little wink like, I know what happened last year. Like, oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. All right. Well, you know, thank you very much. At least now I've got a wide mouth one. So.
And they work better, don't they?
Yeah. Well, I always keep one in the truck now, just in case.
Always. You never know,
You
man.
never know.
You never know. I remember so when we were talking about this episode, I was going to talk about peeing in like cups, right? Because I've done some road trips over to Oklahoma before.
Yeah,
dude, big gulp cup. Just when you're empty, that's the urinal, right?
You got to use it.
So everyone's done that, I feel like. But yes, the wide mouth, so much better, right?
Just easier.
Oh man, so see, I feel like we've covered. I was gonna tell some stories, but I feel like, you know, standing on the side of the road with the little kids.
Yeah,
been there, done that,
yeah,
right?
No, everybody's done that.
You know, I made Cooper try to write his name once
in the snowbank.
Yeah, so to check that off, pissing in bottles. So I have a story.
What are you gonna do to one up this?
Well, it's not even a one up. I wasn't gonna share this story.
Are you gonna two up this?
Well, I've been thinking about this during this episode. I've been on the fence. I was like,
please.
Maybe it's not a pee story, so I do want to disclaim that. It's
okay,
not a number one.
So if you are squeamish, maybe fast forward to the end where we read things.
Yes. Or if you feel this story might take away any of your respect for Big Mike, because I'm gonna be honest.
Oh God,
I'm gonna share this because you know me, right? The stories that I've shared.
Oh my God,
I'm not gonna keep too many things off limit, but this story has to deal with the number 2.
Oh yes,
that's this.
Oh my God, yes.
So I'm sitting
enraptured right now.
Here we go, man. Like I said, I wasn't gonna go here, but we're what the hell, right? So we were at a buddy's house for a bachelor party playing cards.
All right.
Yep. Starts off normal.
Yep.
8, 9, 10 guys. I forgot how many. This was before we were going out. Had a limo coming to pick us up to go out and be safe and no drinking and driving. But we're playing cards. It's outside on a patio. We're smoking cigars, right? A lot of, there was a lot of alcohol. And I also want to say this was in my way younger days, right? We're talking 20 years old. So I want to throw that
totally
disclaimer
irresponsible
out, right?
at this point.
Yeah, dude. If anyone says they were an
outstanding... The statute of limitations has expired.
Yes. But just for more, like I said, we're talking early to mid-20s.
And young and dumb.
Way dumb. So I do not condone this behavior.
But you're giving them a fucking idea, so all right, here we go.
So outside, he backs up a golf course.
Okay.
Late at night, right? This is probably 9 o'clock at night.
Perfect place for a bachelor party, like a little golf course in the backyard, so you can go hit some balls late at night.
Yeah, we're not talking. This isn't a fancy course. I'm not going to say where it was or anything about that, but personal residence house, happened to back a golf course.
Okay.
What my view from the poker table is the tee box of the hole. And I'm kind of studying it. I can barely make out things. And I made a comment, right, after my cigar was done. Before the limo came, Big Mike had to drop a deuce.
Oh, my God.
And I don't know what exactly possessed these next words that come out of my mouth, but all I saw was a ball washer. So I said,
"Oh my God."
I said, "How funny would it be if I shit in that ball washer?" The other irresponsible young adults at this table sprung into action like it was a fucking military operation.
Oh my God. Not to stop you.
No, there was not one trying to convince anything otherwise.
Oh my God.
Full steam ahead.
Oh my God.
The buddy that I'm with happened to be a general contractor. He left. It was his house. So it was just a thought, right? There was no words spoken. Everyone giggled. The gentleman got up and left. So I'm like, didn't really think anything of it.
Right.
Guy came back with a full paint respirator mask with the 2 carbon filters hanging on the left and right side. He brought back rope, a yardstick, and some other random tools. And we all looked at him and we said, "What are you doing?" He goes, "Well, Mike's going to shit in the ball washer. I brought some tools." So now, I have to commit. He has tools.
Oh my God.
I have a bubbly tummy.
Oh my God.
I feel like this is the perfect recipe for a new endeavor. So next thing I know, there's 8 of us hopping the little wrought iron gate that separates his yard to the golf course.
Oh God, no.
We go out there.
Oh God.
And we realize right off the bat that it's probably we don't have a ladder, right? We don't have any. I don't know if you got
ball washers.
Ball washers are high off the ground, right?
4.5 feet off the ground. So you're tall.
I'm tall, but not that tall.
You're not that tall.
So we kind of go out there, right? More of like, hey, we're breaking the rules. We're on the golf course late at night. We're kind of drunk. Well, someone decided, let's use this trash can. Big Mike can stand on this trash can and give him some extra height. Well, when they went to move it, it didn't move.
Oh my God! It's one of the trash cans that's got the spike on the bottom, isn't it?
Yes. They have a long spike that goes into the ground, so you can't accidentally kick it over, hit it with
blown over or whatever. Yeah.
So,
oh my God!
They realized quickly that it's somehow fixed to the ground, so they decide to lift it up.
Oh, God.
And realize dude, I don't know if you've ever lifted up one of those. I'm not lying, buddy. There's like a 2-foot long.
It's like a medieval torture weapon on the bottom of that thing.
Yes, it's a stake. Like you would stake a tent,
Holy
but much
shit.
thicker in girth. So we kind of laughed and we're like, I don't think that's not gonna work. I don't think that's gonna work.
You're gonna stand on the bottom of that with a spike pointing at your ass?
Well, see, what I thought they were gonna do is just move said trash can to the front of the ball washer.
Oh my God.
What they did is they moved said trash can, but instead of putting spike down, they laid it on the rim of the trash can, thinking it was a much sturdier base with spike going up.
Whoa, no. Oh my God, no.
So
no.
Next thing I know, I'm standing, hovering over a trash can with the spike aiming at me. My buddy tied some rope to the lid. It was the old school washer where it had the spring lid.
Yep.
And then it had the hand crank.
Oh my.
So next thing I know.
God. Oh my God.
Yep, it was a SEAL Team 6 operation.
Holy shit.
And a successful operation. I'm not going to get in graphic details.
Oh my God.
But yeah, the rope came in handy, and so did the yardstick to close said door and to clean any remnants off of.
You successfully managed this?
Yes. I don't know if it's quite a highlight of my. I mean, it kind of is.
It's an impressive feat. If you're sitting at the lowest bar, that is an impressive feat, and you didn't end up in the ER with a trash can sticking out of your ass.
After I sobered up and thought about it, I was like, dude, things could have went south
so fast.
So fast, right?
Like, holy fuck. You can't. You would have been nationally news famous. Like there would have just been an X-ray picture of the spike in your ass and the trash can on the end of the spike.
And thank goodness there was no real smartphones, right? I think they were just in the very beginning of it, but
holy shit!
I don't think there's any footage that lives anywhere. Still photos that live anywhere. Like I said, it's not a highlight in my younger days, but I'll tell you, there's a small group of friends that absolutely will still bring that story up from time to time.
All right, I have a question.
Ask away.
So you successfully managed to use a ball washer as a toilet. Do you know if it was dumped out and cleaned at any point by like the course staff?
So the story goes from the couple that lived in the house.
Oh no.
When they were up in the morning, their kitchen faced the golf course.
Okay.
So when they were up in the morning, we didn't stay there, right? We had a limo drop us off, and then we all cabbed, and everyone made it home. So it was just the homeowners, the husband and wife. They did state to us later that they kind of forgot about it. I honestly don't know.
How do you?
Well, hold on. I don't think the wife knew anything about it at this point. But the husband, when he was drinking his morning coffee at the sink, apparently he started laughing uncontrollably. And that was when his wife said, "What's so funny?"
Holy shit.
And he said something along the lines of, "Last night,
oh my God,
Big Mike might have took a shit in the ball washer."
Might have.
But at this moment, when she looked outside, that is when the golfer recently dropped his ball to get cleaned, and he was hand cranking that son of a bitch to clean the dirt off his ball. And little did he know,
oh my God,
that wasn't dirt that came off the ball.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
So I apologize.
Piece of corn sticking to the side of your golf ball.
I apologize to everyone that's listening, my in-laws who are avid golfers, and all my friends that are avid golfers, and I don't condone this behavior whatsoever. But I do. There's a small bit of me that wish that my buddy.
How did you not buy a lottery ticket after this though? Like you managed to stand on the narrow end of a garbage can with a spike standing out of the end of it, and you managed to get all your material into the ball washer. And you closed it, and it was clean enough that somebody then walked up the next morning and attempted to wash their ball in this thing and ended up with a brown ball. Like, you needed to buy a lottery ticket because all of those things needed to happen for this to work.
Well, now that you say it like that.
Like, a number of things could have gone wrong. Like, there could have just been a small pile of crap on the side of this thing.
No, apparently
and the guy would have been like, well, that one's dirty. I'll just wipe my ball on my golf towel.
I'm not sure how it all worked out. Like I said, I physically didn't see anyone use it. My buddy said he saw someone use it. I believe him. There's
Jesus.
questions that I even have, right? That it must have just been every once in a while, right? All the stars align, I guess. Well, in this situation,
Holy
it must
hell.
have all aligned because I don't
Oh my God.
even quite understand how it all worked.
Oh my God.
And the only reason I believe it, I do have some memories of the evening.
And witnesses that are like,
And
oh my God, do you remember when we did X?
And needless to say, I can't play that course ever. And it's right at a turn. There's like no way to get around this bend in the course. So I've just chose as a personal preference.
Have you, when you're on a golf course, are you questioning whether or not you need to wash your ball or not?
I don't wash them. I keep 2 rags on the side of. I'll spit shine them myself. I don't use ball washers at all.
I would not. I may never use them again either.
No, yes.
Oh my God.
I might have ruined ball washers for some of our fans, but
Oh my God.
like I said, I'm not proud of it. Little impressed.
I mean, I would be impressed. I would be very impressed.
So there you go. See,
Oh my God.
Big Mike not holding anything back.
Oh God, my abs hurt.
I'm just glad that, statute of limitations is up. I don't think there's any pending cases. Still, they're not hunting for me, right?
No, I don't think they
And
are.
if they are, I just made all that up, and
You'll deny
I'll
everything,
deny
and there's no
everything.
proof that you ever
there's
did
zero proof.
it. Unless they DNA swab that thing, because I'm sure they've not replaced it since. Some poor teenage sap that works at that golf course had to go and dump that thing out, hose it out, and figure out how to make it usable again.
You know what? At that point, just cut and buy a new one.
Yeah, most of the golf courses we played at that age, they can't afford a new one.
What are you gonna do?
Oh my God. Oh, not take a shit in a ball washer? I think at this age, your legs and my legs are not good enough that we're definitely not getting away with this.
Oh no! There's no way that I could ever
Dead
replicate that.
sober.
Drunk, sober, it wouldn't matter.
We couldn't do it.
I didn't even think I could actually do the deed itself, just because there's a crowd.
Yeah.
And then every time I looked down, I saw a fucking 2-foot spear facing my under regions, right?
It's gonna impale something.
Yeah.
And no matter what it impales, it's gonna be bad.
Yeah, all I have to do...
It's just the balance. We don't have that balance anymore.
No.
No way. Fuck that. Nope. Holy shit. I can't believe you... Oh my God.
Yeah, whatever cigar that was, it helped. It helped.
It loosened everything up.
Without that cigar, that story would have
without the cigar and the whiskey and everything else, this just doesn't happen. And apparently the tacos with corn.
Yeah. So there you go, everyone. I hope that didn't ruin your ruin your appetite or.
Okay, so anybody that's listening now, if you were trying to fast forward really fast, we're done now talking about categorical things. So now it's safe to come back to the podcast.
Welcome back to the podcast, everyone. I'm hoping most of you skipped that last section.
I can't believe you told that story.
Oh well.
Oh God.
What are you gonna do?
Oh.
Okay, yeah, I know what you're gonna do.
I'm gonna edit this motherfucker and put it out. I can't wait to get a text from your wife and my wife on our common text thread. It's like, what in the actual fuck you two?
Yeah. No, it's gonna generate some text for me too. Something tells me I'll get a text from my mom. Probably the in-laws. This better not been at our country club. No, it wasn't. That course would not have, hell, that course barely lets me on now in my 40s.
Probably because you have a reputation, Mike.
Oh, well. Good times. Dude, this is really good. Oh, shit. Do we have to grade this?
Yeah, we do. All right, so this is the just rolling into this in a hot mess. So this is the Kupu. It's a Maui-based whiskey, aged on the slopes of Haleakala. I don't know. I clearly have consumed a shit ton of this stuff in the last week and a half that we've been back. I'm pretty happy with this for a sipping whiskey.
Yeah, me too. Like I said, it is. What's the proof on it?
It's only 88.
See, that's why.
Yeah, so it's an easier drinker.
It's a very easy drinker. I'm glad we ended with this. After sitting up here for the last little while, drinking others, this was the perfect. I don't want to call it a nightcap because it's not really. I mean, it's. But you know, nightcap for the podcast. At least. This was a great.
Yeah, start hot and good.
Yeah, this was a great way to tend the podcast. I'm trying to think.
All right, so
I don't want to be redundant.
Yeah, so we got ruby, gold, high gold, lightning, and lightning gold, or lightning platinum.
Yep.
So I think I'm leaning towards a lightning just for the drinkability aspect of it. Because we gave that last one a high gold, didn't we?
Yeah. I know. See, It's like
this
right
one,
on the fence.
This
for me.
one's better than the middle of the road one. I would say this one is. If you're going to pick this one up at the price point and the drinkability of it, I think this makes this a lightning.
And actually, you know what? The fact too that it's from like
it's a Hawaiian whiskey.
Yeah. Nope. All right. Yep. I agree. I'm going lightning.
All right. So Kupu, their whiskey that they're offering right now. They also have a gin and a few other things that they're offering, but their whiskey, we're going to give it our first lightning.
Oh, look at that!
Our first lightning of the cast.
Boom!
Cheers!
Cheers, buddy.
Yeah, not bad. So moist.
Oh, jeez, here we go.
Well, not a bad episode 11, Mike.
Nope, not a bad one at all, man. I think it's I think it was good. Hopefully we don't lose any listeners for my.
I'll let you know how
goal.
the metrics show after this one comes out. Like if we go from our normal amount of downloads and then we drop down and people are like, nope, never again, never listening to this damn show again. I'll let you know.
Shit.
At least we've got 3 listeners that are locked in, right? You, me, and at least one of our wives.
There you go.
Because one of them has to listen to keep us honest.
All right, yeah. Let me know if I skew the numbers any which way. Oh, good times.
Thank you.
Another one in the books, buddy.
Yeah, thank you, Mike. That was a solid episode, man.
Heck yeah, man. Appreciate everyone for listening.
And if you are looking to connect with us, we are on the Instagram. It's at Whiskey and Wine Cast. Remember the H in the wine.
That's right.
And www.whiskeyandwine.com is our website. It'll give you a key to all the episodes, what we're talking about on the episodes. Eventually, I'm going to put in our little our whiskey rating stuff and that kind of a thing. So we're going to keep adding everything else. And most importantly, if you want us to fix something, talk about something, tell a story about something, you think we need to have somebody on that is going to either bring intelligence or chaos to our podcast, get a hold of us and let us know. And
only way we know.
Yep, you got to tell us, and we got to start doing new things, fun things, cuz we're going to keep doing this one way or the other.
That's right.
But a little bit of chaos would be fun.
That's exactly 100%.
Thank you guys all so much. From Alex and Big Mike, episode 11, Iron Bladder. Thank you guys so much.
Catch you soon.
Is brought to you by Tapforia, Tigard, Oregon's first growler tap house, founded in 2014. Tapforia has 28 taps, including beer, wine, cider, seltzer, and kombucha. Did you know that they're now a bottle shop as well? Stop in for a pint, glass, or growler of the latest and greatest offerings of our local breweries, located on Highway 99 in Tigard. Visit tapforia.com and follow them on their social media to see what they have on tap each day. Tapforia, craft beer and wines.